you are building for Yast. First, a few words about Bcache. Bcache is a cache for block devices. So the intention is you have one rotational hard disk, which is slow, especially for lots of seeks, and you have a small SSD, which is very fast, especially for random access. And then your common setup is, so suppose you have your hard disk with one partition, and you create one Bcache device on it, and you can format this, for example, with X4. And additional, you create from your SSD a Bcache cache set, it's called, and attach this to your Bcache device. And yeah, then you should get better performance. Bcache has quite a number of parameters. For example, the most important is the cache mode, whether it's write through, write around, write back. Yeah, and it also has parameters to set whether you want to. For example, it tries to not cache sequential reads of big files, so it has cutoff limits and so on and so on. Okay, and then the new libstorage for Yast. I integrated probing here now for this, and it was actually quite easy. I had to create objects for the Bcache device and the Bcache set, and then basically just integrate or implement the probing. The probing here is done entirely via SUSE-FS. There's basically no command line tool to manage these Bcache. It's all done through SUSE-FS. So this is now the in the new libstorage, the data is stored in a graph directly, and this is the dump of the internal data structure. It's a bit more complicated now. I've created two partitions each with one Bcache device, and you can attach one Bcache set to both of these block devices, and then two file systems. And I suppose this is would be a normal setup. So you can modify the cache parameters for each of your file systems. Maybe you want different one for your home and your root file system, or you want different file systems, so you're free to do all of that. And one more example. So although this Bcache set is called a set, it can only handle one device at the moment. So suppose you have two SSDs, you have to first create a RAID. And here I also simulated two hard disks with one RAID. So, and then I create one Bcache device from that, which uses the SSD cache to as the cache device. Of course, I'm also a bit paranoia, so the next device is a LUKS encryption. On top of that, a LVM physical volume, LVM volume group, and two logical volumes, so a bit more advanced setup, but probing of this already works fine. And yeah, that's it. Thanks. Any questions? Ausschalten, dass es Krach macht.